Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Organically K, back with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. So today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about budgeting. This is called Budgeting 101, and let's begin. Small little disclaimer before we begin. I'm not a professional. I'm not advising you to do anything. I'm just giving you my simple, mediocre advice, so use it at your discretion. Alright, let's get into the video now. So the first step in budgeting is to have a goal. And when I say have a goal, I don't mean like, oh, I want to make $1 million by the end of the year. No, have a realistic goal. So for example, you'd have a goal like for $1,000 a month, or maybe $5,000 a month. That is a specific goal. Step 2 would be to analyze your expenses. So this would mean something like taking a look into what you spend in a month, go through your bank statements and see the things that you spend money on, kind of analyze it. What can you spend less on? Decide how much you would like to decrease this by, eliminate the unnecessary expenses, check to see how much your reoccurring bills are, your phone bills, and kind of get an idea of how much you spend a monthly basis so you can determine how to work your budget. And the third step is actually making the budget. It's as simple as that. It's using all the information that you collected, your goals, and your analysis to create a budget that works for you. I mean, I know this is not always as easy as it sounds, which is why I'm going to go through how to make a simple budget plan and what it looks like. So I live in New York, where minimum wage is about $15 an hour. And I know that type of income doesn't really allow for you to save money. It kind of just has you living paycheck to paycheck, which is seriously annoying. That's why I decided to go like just barely under, which is $12 an hour. So hopefully this is useful to a lot of people. At least I would hope so. But anyway, let's begin. So if you look at this screen, you'll see your take home after 1 week. So if you get $12 an hour and you work 40 hours a week, this is assuming that you have a full-time job and you're working 40 hours a week every week. So you need a sense of stability when it comes to that for this budget to work for you. So boom, you have your $12 an hour income, and at the end of the week you get $480. This is your gross total, and this is before your money is taxed. So let's presume that your money is taxed and certain things are taken out. Let's pretend $80 comes out of your check for taxes, which is not really realistic. You're probably going to have a little extra money. But let's just say your base pay, or your net pay as they call it, is $400 a week. This is the budget that we're going to work on. So after tax, you receive your $400 on Friday. So the first thing you do is lay out what your payments cost. So let's say for this example, your rent costs $1,000. Your bills, which include electric, gas, cable, internet, all those kind of utilities, cost about $200. Your cell phone $100, and your grocery, let's say that costs $200 per month. Okay, so once you lay that down, you have an idea of what you're looking to have at the end of the month, whatever that is. You probably are not going to be paying $1,000 for rent. Probably live with your parents or whatever, but this is just an example. So let's get into the actual budgeting. On week 1, you're going to receive your $400 paycheck. From that $400 paycheck, ideally you should save $200 for your rent, $100 for your phone, and $50 for your grocery. Once you have that on lock, you're going to have an extra $50 to do with as you please. So my think is you can use this $50 and spend it on leisure activities. Go get your nails done, or go out for lunch, or do something like that. Or you can save this $50 in like a bank account or whatever your preference is. If you're the type of person that just wants to live their life, then go ahead. If you want to save, then save. So my thing is, with me, what I do is I don't have the money that I'm saving from my budget in my spending account. So I have two accounts. I have a spending account and I have another checking account, but I don't spend it. I don't even look at it. I just pretend it doesn't exist. And that's where I put the rest of my money. And I suggest that you should do the same. It kind of helps when you don't see that money, you don't think about it, and then you're not tempted to spend it. Moving right along on to week 2. So this week, you receive your paycheck. Your paycheck is $400 as per usual because you didn't do anything different this week or anything. It's just that's your regular paycheck. So once you get paid, you put aside your money for this week. So this week, you're going to be putting aside $300 for your rent. And you're also going to be putting aside $100 for your groceries. And that's going to be it for this week. As you notice, you have $0 left, but that's called adulting. You have to sacrifice sometimes. Sometimes you have an extra 50, sometimes you have none. So moving on. So this is week 3. In week 3, we're gonna get our paycheck on Friday again, as usual. It's going to be the same $400 that we've always been getting because we're not doing anything to change that. Unless we are doing something to change that, but then that changes this whole budgeting strategy. So that is actually very irrelevant. Anyway, moving on. So this week, we're going to put aside $300, I believe. I'm a bad budgeter. I'm not a bad budgeter, guys. Anyway, $300. And then we're going to put aside the last $50 that we need for our grocery to make our goal, which leaves us with another extra $50, if you can see. Yes, we're left with another extra $50. Pay close attention to these extra $50s and what you do with them, because you never know. Anyway, moving on to week number 4. In week 4, things are getting kind of close to the due dates, like our bills, our rent, our everything. It's getting closer and closer to the due date. So we get paid our $400 like regular, that pops into our bank account, and we put aside $200 for rent and $200 for bills, and we're left with none. This again is called adulting. I mean, there's other ways to go about this so that you don't have to have literally $0 every time you get paid. But it would a bit of a different strategy, I guess you can say. I do have multiple strategies that I can provide if you guys want, I guess. Yeah, let me know in the comments. You should try something like this out. Try budgeting. If you need help, let me know. You can always hit me up. I'm always willing to help people. And that's about it. Once again, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not certified in this shit. I'm not a budget professional, whatever you call those people. I'm not a financial manager. I'm none of those. I'm just me doing my thing and learning as I go.